This is Art with Kenneth. Hosted by artist Kenneth J. Lewis Sr. This channel takes viewers inside the studio, where paintings are built in real time and ideas take shape through process, patience, and intent. Each session reveals how structure, history, and emotion come together on the canvas. This is not a highlight reel. It's the work, unfolding.
Welcome to Art with Kenneth. In today's episode, Kenneth J. Lewis Sr. continues a powerful visual journey that began with Bound for Promise. The story now moves from the school steps to the kitchen table, where dreams are built not in public view, but in the quiet hours of the night. This new painting, studied by Lamplight, captures one of the boys deep in concentration as family life continues around him. It is a scene of discipline, sacrifice, togetherness, and the belief that education could open doors to a better future. Created on a 48 by 60-inch canvas, this work began outdoors at Washington Crossing Park, New Jersey, where Kenneth completed the drawing and laid in a burnt umber acrylic wash. The painting was then brought back to the studio, where layers of oil paint transformed the image into a story of warmth, resilience, and hope. For Kenneth J. Lewis Sr. Study by Lamplight is about much more than a boy reading at a table. It is about the unseen labor behind progress. The quiet moments. The late nights. The discipline required when no one is watching. In the painting, the young student sits under the glow of a lamp, focused on his books and his work. The light becomes more than illumination. It becomes a symbol of knowledge, direction, and possibility. In a modest home of the 1930s, that lamp represents the determination to keep learning no matter the hour or the circumstances. Around him, family life continues. A mother prepares food. Others gather nearby. The room is alive with movement, responsibility, and shared effort. This is not a scene of isolation. It is a portrait of support. Everyone in the home plays a role in the future being built at that table. That is one of the deeper messages Kenneth wanted to capture. Success is rarely created alone. Behind every student striving for something greater, there is often sacrifice from family, encouragement from loved ones, and a household making room for growth. The period setting matters as well. In the 1930s, many families faced hardship, uncertainty, and limited resources. Yet even in difficult times, education remained a path toward advancement. Books, study, discipline, and hope carried enormous meaning. Kenneth was drawn to that spirit. He wanted the viewer to feel the seriousness in the boy's expression, the warmth of the room, and the emotional power of ordinary people doing extraordinary things through persistence. The process of creating this work mirrors that sense of dedication. Kenneth began the piece in Washington Crossing Park, starting with the sketch and a burnt umber acrylic wash to establish structure, mood, and depth. Later, in the studio, oil paint brought life to the composition through color, atmosphere, and texture. That transition from outdoors to studio reflects the journey of the painting itself. It began as an idea and grew through patience, layer by layer, much like the dreams represented in the image. As a continuation of Bound for Promise, this painting deepens the story. The first work showed pride, promise, and the doorway of opportunity. Study by Lamplight shows what comes next: effort, discipline, and the long hours required to turn promise into reality. And this is only part of a larger vision. Kenneth continues building a series that honors family legacy, education, perseverance, and the quiet strength that shaped generations. J. Lewis Sr. reminds us that history is not only made in grand public moments. Sometimes it is made at a kitchen table, under a single lamp, with a book open and a dream still alive. Study by Lamplight honors the families who sacrificed, the children who persisted, and the timeless belief that learning can change a life. Thank you for watching Art with Kenneth. Thank you for joining Kenneth today on Art with Kenneth. Your support truly means the world to him. Every view, every comment, every share helps keep independent art alive and growing. Through each episode, Kenneth J. Lewis Sr. brings you into the studio, into the process, and into the mindset of a working artist who lives and breathes creativity every single day. If today's episode inspired you, taught you something new, or simply gave you a moment of peace, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Your engagement helps expand the reach of the channel and builds a stronger creative community around the work. He looks forward to creating with you again soon. And remember, every masterpiece begins with a single brushstroke. See you next time.